Amazing. Now, when you went to the, I guess it was a performance center that they had you start at so you could train?
Yes. So
Okay.
everything that I did, like my tryouts were in Tampa, Florida, and
Right.
then I stayed down there for a week. They got to learn about my personality and my like the promo classes and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And they gave me a contract on the spot, actually, with Carmela, who,
Hmm.
we were roommates at the time, when we first tried out, and we were roommates. We lived together. We had no idea about WWE or wrestling or
Yeah.
anything like that, and we were the only two girls to get handed a contract on spot, and reported into Orlando, Florida, which is the Performance Center,
Right.
which I am going there later after this interview. I got to take a trip up there.
Nice.
So, yeah, so
Are you
we
doing
train there.
NXT?
No, I'm going up there. We film
Uh-huh.
SmackDown up there.
Oh, okay. Because of
Yeah,
the
yes.
COVID and everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
everything's done in Orlando, Florida, which is,
Hmm.
like I said, during this time, and we can get into that in a second here, but
Yeah.
WWE really cares about the fans and the outreach and just putting smiles on everybody's faces during this time, which I'm very passionate about as well too, because
Hmm.
life is hard out there now, definitely
Yeah.
hard. But
Yeah.
so I trained in Orlando, and
Hmm.
then I got to the main roster, and here I am,
Wow.
almost
So
7 years
cool.
later.
Amazing, right? It's,
Yes.
what did you think? Like now, you've had your, gymnast background. Did you feel, and then also, with competing in bodybuilding as well because of the stage presence, did you feel that you had a little bit of an advantage, confident, going into training to learn wrestling?
So confidence has always been key,
Yeah.
in anything, and I will have to say I've always had confidence in everything I did. But going into wrestling really kind of made me a little bit nervous, and
Hmm.
brought my self-esteem down a little bit because I really had no idea people train so hard and long for this. This is, as I said, as
Yeah.
a child, my goal was gymnastics. Growing up was, or knowing some of these girls, their dream growing up was to be a wrestler.
Right.
So it was very fortunate, and it was a blessing that it had fell into my lap, that like I was able to have this opportunity where
Hmm.
there are thousands and thousands of girls out there that are knocking on WWE's door, trying just to get seen, just for an opportunity. So being able to be, in the ring with some of the girls who have trained all their life for this
Hmm.
made me a little bit nervous. But they,
True.
during training, they took me under their wing and, really kind of coached me. And, it's been a blessing to, kind of be like a vet now. It's 7 years, and having girls come in and, asking me, hey, can you take a look at this? Or,
Hmm.
what could I have done? And I find that very humbling to
Yeah.
me as well, too, because I was in their shoes once before as well.
Hmm.
But, it's, so funny story is I went out, and my first role was a heel, which I
Hmm.
was
You were
taken
the
back.
bad
I was
guy.
like, I seriously, Joe, listen to me. I went out there and I'm like, I can't be mean. Like, I mean, I can. There's that part of you, like deep inside, dude, there's something inside of you that like
Mm.
you bring out, right? And
Yeah.
I learned that with like Dusty Rhodes and stuff. You have to like
Hmm.
flip a switch.
Hmm.
And Howard Fine, who is a great acting coach as well. And I would
Hmm.
get in these zones, and I would get back there, put my, just really get in my element. The first match ever, I went out there, and I'm like listening to these people booing me and telling me I suck and everything. Like, I went back there and everyone's clapping and standing and like trying to give me a hug. I'm trying to like hold these tears back in my head. I call my mom immediately. I'm
Hmm.
like, Mom, I don't think I like this. They hate me. I don't want to do this anymore. She's like, Ash, you're doing your job. Like, you're
Right.
doing it. You're doing it. Keep going. And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't. And now, I've done, I'm a baby face, and
Hmm.
it's truly who I am. Like, out on TV is who I am as a person.
Right. And
I'm
that shows
genuine.
on camera.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it is amazing to be a bad girl once in a while, because I'm like, I'm sassy, So
Yeah. You
that's,
got that sass.
yes, exactly. So it's nice to have a transition once in a while. But